The wind howled across the Heartland Ranch as the sun dipped behind the rolling Alberta hills. Amy stood near the barn, her hand resting on Spartan's neck. But her mind was far away. Something didn't feel right. Ever since the accident at the jumping event, everyone had been walking on eggshells. Horses spooked more easily, tempers flared quicker, and the sense of calm that once defined Heartland had started to fade tonight. It felt like a storm was brewing. Not in the sky, but inside the hearts of everyone she loved. Earlier that week, Jack had found a strange set of tire tracks leading up to the ranch road, deep and uneven, as if someone had been there in the middle of the night. He didn't say much about it, but Amy noticed the worry behind his steady eyes. When she asked, he brushed it off. But Jack Bartlett never ignored his gut, and that meant something was wrong. Meanwhile, Tim was trying to prove he was fine after his fall at the rodeo, but everyone could see he wasn't. His pride kept him pushing through the pain, but behind closed doors, he winced with every step. Jessica worried he was hiding more than just an injury, maybe even a secret about that rodeo trip he took before the fall. At the same time, Lou was fighting her own battle. The expansion of the Heartland Dude Ranch had been delayed again, and the investor she trusted suddenly stopped answering her calls. She tried to stay positive for Katie, but the stress was showing. Then one morning, Lou found an envelope on her office desk. No name, no address, just the words, "You should have stayed small." Inside was a photo of the ranch, taken from the hilltop across the valley. Someone was watching them. Amy, unaware of the envelope, had her own mystery. A new horse had arrived, a beautiful chestnut mare named Ember. The owner said she'd been through a rough accident and needed rehabilitation. But every time Amy tried to work with Ember, the horse flinched, especially at the sound of trucks. It wasn't just fear, it was trauma. Amy started to suspect Ember's accident wasn't an accident at all. Then came the storm. As thunder rolled over the valley, Amy heard Spartan whinnying fiercely. She ran out to the barn and saw the horses restless, eyes wide with fear. Lightning cracked, and she saw movement near the back fence. A shadow, quick and silent. She called out, but the figure disappeared into the trees. Jack came running, shotgun in hand, his face pale. "Whoever that was," he said, "they weren't here by mistake." The next morning, the family gathered. Lou showed them the photo. Jack's jaw tightened. "Looks like we've all got ghosts lurking around." But Amy wasn't ready to give in to fear. She decided to find out who was behind it, starting with Ember's past. When she visited the horse's former stable, she met a young trainer who looked nervous the moment she mentioned Ember. "You don't know what you've got there," he whispered. "That mare saw something she shouldn't have." Amy pressed for more, but he refused to talk. Before she left, he handed her a small metal tag. It had the same initials that were printed on the strange envelope Lou received. Back at Heartland, Amy pieced it together. Ember's owner, the investor, and the mysterious watcher were connected. Someone was trying to scare them, maybe even sabotage the ranch. And just as she was about to tell Lou and Jack, the phone rang. It was Tim. His voice was tense. "Amy, don't come to the rodeo grounds. Something's going on here, and it's bad." The line went dead. Amy grabbed her keys and ran out the door, heart pounding. She didn't know what waited for her at the rodeo grounds, but she knew one thing. She wasn't going to back down. Not this time. As she drove into the night, the rain pouring down, she thought about the words on that mysterious envelope. "You should have stayed small." Maybe someone wanted to break Heartland apart, to destroy everything they'd built. But Heartland wasn't just a ranch. It was family. It was love, and it was strength. The kind that always found a way to rise after every fall. The headlights cut through the darkness as she reached the empty rodeo arena. Tim's truck was there, door wide open, engine still running. Amy stepped out slowly, calling his name. The only sound was the rain hitting the dirt. Then she saw it, a fresh set of footprints leading toward the stables. She followed them, heart thundering louder than the storm. What she found inside made her freeze. Tim's hat lay on the ground, muddy and crushed. And on the stall door, scratched into the wood, were the same initials from the metal tag. Whoever this person was, they weren't done yet. As lightning flashed, Amy whispered to herself, "Fall down, get back up." Because that's what they did at Heartland. No matter how dark things got, they always found their way home. Outro. Heartland Season 19, Episode 7, Fall Down, Get Back Up, promises a blend of